Let's chat Brandon Sanderson Cosmere reading order. I'm gonna be straightforward and say right away, you can technically start anywhere. I feel like there's a fear and anxiety that if you read the wrong series first, you're gonna somehow spoil yourself for other series that exist within the Cosmere. That is not the case. There are definitely Easter eggs and character references that you might not be able to get the first time you read it, but you're not gonna be spoiled for the Mistborn trilogy if you read the Stormlight Archive first. That being said though, do I have an opinion or preference on where people should start reading the Cosmere? Yes. If you want to be a Cosmere truther and really read with the Cosmere in mind, I would recommend just reading these books in publication order, starting with Elantris, which is his first novel and a standalone. Then this would be a snapshot of where you would go next. Let's say you're interested in reading the Cosmere, but maybe you're a little bit newer to Brandon Sanderson or fantasy. First and foremost, you can start with the Mistborn trilogy, the first one being The Final Empire. This is a great introductory series, not only to Brandon Sanderson's writing, but just high fantasy in general. It has a great cast of characters, a super fast-paced plotline. Another great place to start is Warbreaker. This is a standalone novel, and it centers the story of two sisters, one of those sisters having to leave home and go far away to marry an individual called the God King. And then my last starting place that I would recommend, especially if you're new to fantasy or adult fantasy, would be Tress of the Emerald Sea. It's basically Brandon Sanderson's interpretation of The Princess Bride, with Buttercup being the main character. At the end of the day, those would be the places I would recommend to start with, but it's honestly a choose your own adventure. It's so good, I promise.